This rookie class is changing baseball forever. Here are 4 names that you are going to know for years to come. It's worth noting that on FanDuel, you have games, batter prop, pitcher props, and then you go right here, and you see this guy by himself. He has his own tab on FanDuel that is Paul Skenes, the number 1 pick for the Pittsburgh Pirates this year. He is the youngest player in the last 30 years to get called up. I think it was like duration of how quickly he got called up, and for good reason. He throws over 100 miles per hour. In his first start, he struck out 7 Cubs going over his strikeout prop. In the second start, he had to face the Cubs again, struck out 11, 24 swing and miss. Paul Skenes, a great addition to baseball. I haven't seen this Pirates organization as pumped up with Paul Skenes in the mound, and it's going to be a fun one to watch. But the crazy part is here, Paul Skenes has his own spot on FanDuel, and yet he's not even one of my top 3 rookies. There are better storylines than Skenes, and we're going to dive into them now. The third best story in the rookie class, in my opinion, is Luis Gil. This is a guy who probably wouldn't even be in the league right now. He would be in AAA if Garrett Cole didn't get hurt, and yet he did. And even as far back as 2 games ago, people still didn't believe in Luis Gil. He had 12 strikeouts versus the Astros. He continues to build time over time again. And as you can see by this percentile data, he's one of the best pitchers in the league already. We go over and we look at his Rookie of the Year campaign. He's plus 380 to win Rookie of the Year. Throws 97 four-seam, 91 changeup, and an 87 slider. He has great stuff, and he is the 3rd most fun rookie to watch right now. Number 2 is Mason Miller, the closer for the Oakland Athletics. A few insane things about this. Mason Miller has a 0.09 FIP, fielding independent pitching. What does that mean? Let's just give you the lowest FIPs in history. Pedro Martinez had a 1.38. We see guys like Cy Young with a 1.52. And you go look at Mason Miller, 0.09. This is a kid who, granted, he's a closer. I do fully understand that. But he has found it. Whatever it is, he's found it. He throws 101 fastball down to an 88 slider. The craziest part is he's on a team who doesn't even have a destination. This team is going to play in the Sacramento AAA stadium for the second half of the season, I believe, and they're looking for a new place to go. The teams have tried to trade for him. Every single team in the league, I'm sure, has tried to trade for this kid to give them prospects, but the Oakland Athletics don't want to get rid of him. They're on a sweetheart deal, and he is getting paid to 2027 as a rookie. This is one of the best players in the league and one of the most historic performances we've ever seen. All that said, you can get Mason Miller plus 170 to win the American League Rookie of the Year. It's pretty boring, and the only reason that he's number 2 on my list is that he is a reliever. No one really enjoys watching a reliever come in. I would say it's a lot more fun now. But if you want reliever of the year, you can still get Mason Miller at minus 110. Seems like a really good price. And finally, we're talking about history being broken. How else could you go than a rookie winning the Cy Young? It's happened once in 1981 where Fernando, I'm not going to say his last name, won the Rookie of the Year and the Cy Young. There's potential for it to be done again this year. Shota Imanaga. This guy, 5'10", he really doesn't have that crazy of stuff. We see a 92 fastball, we see an 83 split finger, and 82 sweeper. It seems pretty easy to hit, and yet he has a .91 whip. He has 58 strikeouts and 53 innings pitched. He's 5-0 with an 0.84 ERA. He is second place in the Cy Young Awards at plus 430 behind Wheeler, Chris Sale, Ranger Suarez, and my guy Tyler Glasnow. But Shota, plus 430 to win the National League Cy Young as a rookie. You can go down to his Rookie of the Year rankings, and he has a minus 140 to win Rookie of the Year. A guy with all the potential of the world to win both awards for the first time since 1981 and just the second time ever.